So Lewis, welcome to Hednesford. What are your thoughts about today's game?
I think it was almost like men against boys sometimes. I think that a massive learning curve as well, because although the one level above us the full time, just they were a bit sharper, a lot more clinical. It did feel like just playing against men at times. I think the first half we give away 2 pretty soft goals, but we had chances to get back in it, and then second half when we made all the changes we give away, I think we created a rod for our own back with the goals that we did concede then, and when it's difficult and things are going against you, you sort of need people to step up sometimes, and I know the lads, everyone's frustrated about it, and I think that we'll learn from it, definitely.
Was that the reality check we needed early on in pre-season?
I think they're the best sort of reality checks, because 1, it's not going to cost you anything in the league, 2, it's not going to get you relegated or win you a league, but you do need them. You're not going to play against Kidderminster Harriers every week. You might get them in the FA Trophy, you might get them in the FA Cup, but that is just the difference sometimes, just the clinicalness and how they can punish you. And I hope that lads do learn from it. I think we are a young side. I've been brought in and I'm an older head, and it's a bit of a strange thought for that, but even I'm still learning. I'm 30 years old, you know what I mean? So I think the younger lads, as long as they do learn from it and they take it and use it into their advantage and for their own experience, I think they'll learn from it and be better from it as well.
For those that don't know, what have been your previous clubs?
Started my original non-league career with Alv Church. I was at Birmingham City as a YT, and moved to Alv Church in non-league. Come out of football, went to Sutton Coldfield and spent 4 or 5 years there. Had a host of other clubs just moving to and fro. Settled at Sutton, had a season with Alv Church, moved back to Sutton, and then done 3-4 years at Sutton, then moved to Belper, got promoted with them to the Northern Premier League, and then with Hednesford now, and really looking forward to the season.
You mentioned Sutton. Did you have a chance to speak about Hednesford with Toofy?
I did actually, and Toofy pretty much put me in the line for it as well. He spoke to me about it, and I did have a conversation about the club, and he's just someone that I respect and trust in football because of how long I played underneath him as a player and with him as my manager. And he's someone that I'm still in regular contact with now, because he's not just a manager and that, he become a friend off the pitch as well. So he was full of praise of Hednesford Town, and he was very supportive in my opportunity to move here as well, which I think is brilliant. So
let's get back to this game. As you know, a goalkeeper can be quite a lonely place when goalies make a mistake. How is Reece? Have you had a chance to speak to him?
Yeah, he's young, he'll learn from it. I've made many mistakes. I still make mistakes now. I said I've had a chat this week with the gaffer, and I said I don't feel like I've been sharp enough or good enough at the minute, and that's for my own personal standards. And Reece is brilliant. He's very young. He's got all the attributes so far. He just needs a bit of experience, and days like today will give him that experience, because he'll know next time. Now I'm not going to touch the ball. I'm not going to hold on to it as long. I'll clear it, and that's just game management. And I think that he will learn from it, and he'll become better from it as well.
Is there a good competition between the two for the number 1 spot?
You know what? He's very good. I'll back myself against anybody. I always will do. But he's so agile and nimble, and I look at him and I think, how have you got to that? I have to question it sometimes, but the competition's on, so I'm happy with it, and he is pushing, and I feel like I'm pushing him as well. And our goalkeeper coach Adam's been brilliant, and he's pushing us as well, and the gaffer and the management, they just want the best out of us as well. They want the standards high. We've conceded 5 goals today, and no one's happy about it, but there's things we can work on, we can improve on, because they've been some of them have been errors from ourselves. So take nothing away from some of the finishes though. The free kick was brilliant, the 5th goal was brilliant as well. They're clinical.
Finally, are you looking forward to the Stafford game on Tuesday?
I am. Massive test. You know, what's it? El Staffico.
El Staffico, yeah.
El Staffico. It's something that means a lot more to the club, just from previous history and stuff as well. So, you know yourself, going into games like that, whether it's pre-season or not. It's going to feel like a really competitive game. Everyone's going to want to win. It's going to be as serious. There's going to be tackles flying in. So yeah, looking forward to it definitely.